What's really sitting on my mind today, and it's been sitting here since Saturday when we had this lesson for our leadership group at church, is sowing. And what seed truly is. I just, I just, I have student loan debt and credit card debt that it's just, at this rate, it needs to be gone because God has better things to use my money for. So this has to go. And what's been sitting on me is sowing. It's like sow your way out of debt. And I'm like, Lord, I've sown before. And I didn't think I saw anything different. But let's be honest, God will do what God does and we not see it because we don't look at it correctly. But this time I'm gonna go about it different. This time it's just sitting in me to sow and stand back and be like, Lord, do you? What you gonna do with this, Lord? Because I do need 30-fold. I do need 60-fold. I do need 100-fold. So I'm going to seed my way out of student loan debt. I'm going to seed my way out of credit card debt. And what that requires is for me to do my job. I am the sower in that aspect. And that means I'm going to throw down seeds. And I'm throwing down because I'm like, Lord, if this comes back 30-fold, it'll be helpful. Lord, if this comes back 60-fold, it'll make a difference. Lord, if this comes back 100-fold, we can really start tackling those student loans. And it's also to show God that, hey, you said, prove me, right? So I'm going to step back and I'm going to ask you to do exactly what you normally do. Be God. I think I'm to the point where I'm tired of being in student loan debt. Like, I'm not waiting for the government to take away something God said he would take away that he don't need no help. Why would I wait for the government? And that don't even make sense to me when God says I got it. Ask. So I'm asking. So I'm putting my seed down today and I'm asking the Lord to just do what he normally does. Be God. Bring fruit. It says some fell on good ground. I've already asked God what ground to seed in, and that is my church. And I truly asked. I was like, because God, I could, my home church could use it. You want me to seed into a charity? Like, you tell me where to seed, because at this rate, I'm trying to follow principle. And that's why I think I've messed up before in seed. Not messed up, I just didn't understand. My understanding wasn't where it needed to be. But now that my understanding is where it needs to be, I now understand that, hey, follow the principles. Be the sower. Understand you can't be anything else but the sower. And then put your seed in the ground. God will make it rain. God will make crops spring up. God will ensure the fruit is good. He will do all of those things. But you got to do your part. And that's talk to God about where you want to see or where he wants you to see. Because where you want to see is not really, it's irrelevant. Where he wants you to see. And then talk to God about the actual amount of seed. Because, oh, well, Lord, let me seed up to 10% of my debt. And he's like, that's not what I asked you to do. He's like, this is the dollar value I need you to seed to. And I asked several times because I was just like, all right, Lord, because I could boom, bam, boom, bam. And I guess that's another thing. Obedience isn't always about you going above and beyond, right? Do what God says. Like, that is true obedience. I asked for $5, give me $5. I asked for $100, give me $100. Like, I'm learning that when you seed, You have to talk to God about those things, because the dollar value is not going to be something that you know off the top of your head. God knows how much you need to put in, so he knows how much you need to get out. Oh my gosh. That is why he asks us to come to him. He knows what he needs to get out of you. He knows what the harvest needs to be. He knows what fruit needs to come out of the ground. So why wouldn't I ask the one who knows how much fruit needs to come out of the ground to tell me what type seed you want to put down? How much? Where? I want to make sure it's good ground. But then I take it a different way. Does it matter? Ooh. So then and then where my regular mind then goes to is not my is, okay, Lord, I seeded to the church. How does seeding to the church bring back my fruit? Because the word says some of it came back 30-fold. He sowed into good ground, and some of it came back 30-fold, 60-fold, 100-fold. Let's go to the word. It says, but others fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some an 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Matthew 13:7. You see, God started out with the most amount. He didn't start out with the 30. Just so you know. Man. But then my mind goes to, okay, Lord, if I seed to the church, how does that bring me back fruit? Like, yeah, I guess that's my question to you, Lord, is how does this bring me back fruit? Because I'm seeding to the church. Um, how does that correlate to me having fruit at home? Because I need the fruit to pay off the debtors, right? Just like the lady with the oil, she needed the oil to pay off the debtors. I got to think through that. But the story comes to mind of the lady, the widow with the oil. The story comes to mind of the lady and her son who had a little bit of cake flour. She was like, we about to eat this and die. You think there's no other way? My God. But seed, oh Lord, seed brings it back. Mm, seed brings it back. My Lord, thank you, Jesus. Seed brings it back. You give me what you have according to what I've asked, and I'll give you what you need over abundance of what you. I got to go find that store. I'll be back.